Welcome back everyone to today's video, and we're going to be looking at the ECMWF charts for the next month, and we will go beyond that. So the ECMWF 42-day forecast for today's first video. So thanks everyone for tuning in. We are only one subscriber away from 100 subscribers, so thanks for all the support, and make sure to drop a like and subscribe. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into this video, so let's go. So this is week 1. This is 500 millibar heights for the 15th to 22nd of January 2024. So nearly halfway through January now. We've got high pressure blocking towards Greenland. We've got low pressure out in the Atlantic, as you can see. That is trying to push into this cold air. But as so, we've also got low pressure over Europe, and we're dragging the wind in from a northerly, so it could be a little bit snowy with that from week 1. So that is what we look like for week 1. So it does look quite interesting, as you can see, with battle lines drawn just there. So could see some snow from that, and we will show you more about that later on today or tomorrow. So here's the precipitation anomalies, looking like this. So we do maybe have a bit more precipitation for the south, looking possibly some snow. The north and the northwest look fairly dry, but there is precipitation around, as you can see. There definitely is some around for the east and for southern parts of the UK. So there still is chances of some snow, even though it does trend, the models do trend to push that low pressure southwards, but you never know, they could trend further north, so we still could have some snow next week, but it has gone a bit on a wobble today from a lot of the models. So yeah, let's show you the temperature based on that. Okay, so it's looking very interesting. It looks like next week we're probably going to go the coldest we've had this winter so far. So colder than the late November, early December cold snap. We did have a bit of snow with that, but I suggest we will see snow quite a lot over the country. It's just how much we see. So once again, we do have very cold temperatures over Scandinavia, as you can see, and we actually are below average temperatures for the whole country. Look at that. And a lot of Europe is actually quite cold at the moment, but it is still mild just to the south where them low pressure systems are sitting. So all it takes is a low pressure system to push in, and it could all change. But that is what we're looking like for week 1. So now we're going to have a look at week 2. That's the 22nd to the 29th of January, and we look like this. So the cold air does not hang on. We get high pressure going to the south. The Azores high, looking like it's powering up just here, as you can see. We get low pressure back in the Atlantic and back into westerly winds. So is this going to go milder for week 2? Let's have a look at the precipitation. Yep, so very wet for the whole country. Not much more to say about that, except for the far northeast, maybe a little bit around average, but very, very wet. Very, very wet. Okay, now let's have a look at the temperatures for week 2. So, yeah, no surprise, we get them still hints of cold towards Scandinavia, cold out to the Atlantic and towards Greenland. We are very mild for most of the country, except from Scotland, that are around average. That's what week 2 looks like. Does week 3 go back to cold? Yes, sort of. So we look like we're trying to get high pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland again here, as you can see. And the high pressure is sort of over to the northwest of the country. And it looks like we're going to be dragging the winds in from quite a cool or cold northeasterly. So it does look like it would be quite cool or cold with that. A little bit like now, quite chilly, frosty, and a little bit of fog and cloud around. Let's have a look. Precipitation's looking like very dry, yeah. So dry for the whole of the UK with that one. Let's have a look at the temperatures. What are we getting from the temperatures? Is it going to go colder? Maybe for Scotland and Northern England, a little bit above average, but it does look like signal is weakening. I would suggest we would be colder for England and Wales, there, maybe parts of Ireland, as you can see, where these where them white colours are, I think it would be maybe a little bit colder than average. But that is, you see, the 2 metre temperature. So on the surface, it could be a little bit colder, but 2 metre temperature around the surface. So it would be probably quite cool. So that's week 3. Let's see what week 4 does. So this is the week 4 is the 5th to 12th of February 2024. And it looks quite interesting, doesn't it? It looks like we're going back to that block over towards Greenland and Iceland. Looks like we've got a trough of low pressure going through here, and we're dragging the wind down from a cold northerly direction. So we're back cold for week 4. Let's look at the precipitation based on that. Looking like this. No signal at all, not much to say about that. Maybe a little bit wetter towards Scandinavia, drier up here, drier there. So probably drier for average for the UK, not much signal. And the temperatures, will we go colder? For the west, maybe not, but it does look like that with them colder temperatures up towards Scandinavia, we probably would be colder for a lot of the country with that. So, will week 5, the final week, we have not got 6 weeks today, I don't know why, but we haven't, but will week 5 stay cold? Yeah, it does. So we've got maybe a bit of block and high pressure to the east of Scandinavia up here. Then we've got this high pressure over Greenland and Iceland, and it looks like it has pushed a little bit north. It looks like we've dropped some low pressure here. Maybe trying to get low pressure in for the Atlantic at the same time. And we'll probably be dragging the wind in from once again quite a northerly, northeasterly direction, but very dry. Precipitation based on that looks like this. We are drier than average for the whole country. You can tell there's not much signal, but it would look like we would definitely be drier than average. So finally, for the temperatures, will look like this. We're drier in the Atlantic, warmer, milder in the Atlantic, colder over Scandinavia. We'll probably be around average or a little bit below. So, thanks everyone for watching today's ECMWF 42-day forecast. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we're going to see you in the next one. Goodbye.